È la più grande compagnia di produzione e commercio di wine e spirits del mondo, con 2,6 miliardi di dollari di fatturato nel 2011. È il colosso americano Constellation Brands, da qualche mese proprietario al 100% di Ruffino. WineNews faccia a faccia con il CEO Robert Sanz e con Jay Wright, Chief Operating Officer, per parlare di mercati e delle prospettive del vino italiano nel mondo. Ma partiamo dal presente. Cosa significa per Constellation l'investimento fatto su Ruffino? E ci sono altre operazioni simili nei vostri progetti futuri in Italia?
Vino is certainly one of the most well-known and important brands in Chianti, and therefore in Italy. And we needed a really strong, old world Italian Chianti wine brand in our portfolio because old world wines are still the majority of what is sold in the world. And so we felt that Ruffino was a fantastic addition to the portfolio. So we originally invested in the company back in 2004. And then in this last year, 2011, we acquired the remaining 50% of the business, and we're investing behind the Ruffino brand and growing it around the world, and intend to use the brand as one of our key products in our portfolio to continue expanding our business both in the United States and in Europe and in the emerging markets. We have here at Ruffino a number of great estates, and so our initial strategy is really about building the great brands and products that we have, whether it's our IGT wines or our Chiantis and Chianti Classicos. So we've got a lot in the portfolio to work on.
As Rob said, with respect to Ruffino, we have many estates, and we have many different levels of Chianti, Chianti Classico, and reserve wines. In Canada and the United States, we have, with Ruffino, strong growth going on the brand at many different price points. Italy, Italian wines are in favor in North America, and our first job for the next few years is really to capitalize on the growth opportunity of Ruffino. We have the capacity in Chianti for more demand with Ruffino and the many great estates we have, and now our goal is to grow. And so in the United States last year we grew at 10%. Our goal this year is to grow at 15%, over 800,000 cases of great Ruffino wines just in the United States alone.
In Italia si punta tanto sui vitigni autoctoni, ma sono davvero una chiave vincente all'estero?
We think that the indigenous grape varieties can be important, but probably first and foremost, capitalizing on well-known regions like Tuscany, like Chianti, is important, and capitalizing on trends in the Italian for wine business that are popular right now, we think are important. And a good example of trends that are important, for instance, are Prosecco. Prosecco is growing very rapidly in the United States. So even though Prosecco is not a Tuscan product, we've introduced a Prosecco under the Ruffino brand. Yes, I think trying to build some knowledge of some of the indigenous varietals could be a decent strategy, but probably the best strategy is to continue to capitalize on well-known regions like Chianti and well-known trends that are working well in the industry, like Prosecco and Moscato d'Asti and Pinot Grigio.
Per l'Italia gli Stati Uniti rimangono il mercato più importante in termini di valore. Come vanno i vini italiani dal vostro punto di vista?
If you look at the Italian wine category in the United States, for the 52-week period ending April 15th, 2012, the Italian wine category was up in dollar sales 5%. So in the last 12 months, the trailing 12 months, the Italian wine category has done very well in dollar sales. And volume sales were up 2.6%. In the 12-week period ending April 15th, so basically the beginning of the year, the first quarter, dollar sales were up 3.6% on Italian wines in the U.S. market. So, you know, again, a little bit of a slowdown, but still Italian wines in dollar sales terms are still growing very well. And in fact, they're growing faster than the overall category.
Oggi tutti parlano della Cina come il prossimo grande mercato di massa per il vino mondiale e non solo nel segmento del lusso. È davvero così? E come intendete aggredirlo?
Yes, we definitely believe that that's true. In China right now, it's about the 6th largest wine-consuming country in the world. They consume about 100 million cases of wine, so, you know, about the same size as the United Kingdom, for instance. Of that 100 million cases, only 15 million cases are imports. At the current rate of growth of the Chinese wine market in the next 5 years, by 2015, that market should be 250 million cases, which will rank it close to second in the world as the largest wine-consuming nation, behind, really third, behind the United States and France, which are both at around 350 million 9-liter cases. But that growth from 100 million cases to 250 million cases is largely going to come from imports. And it's got to come from imports because there's no way that in China they're going to be able to plant the vineyards and grow the grapes to grow another 150 million cases or 100 to 150 million cases in the next 5 years. So it's got to come from imports. Right now, the largest exporting countries to China are France is first, Australia is second, and then the United States and Italy are pretty much tied for third. So I believe that Italy has a big opportunity in China, and I believe Ruffino has a big opportunity in China. Constellation is working right now on determining what the best route to market is to capitalize on the growth in the Chinese market. I'm sure that one way or another we will align ourselves with one of the major players that has a strong distribution system throughout China to establish our key brands, which Ruffino will clearly be one of those brands that we will establish as a major brand in China. Cheers.
Cheers. Salute.
And cheers to you.
Salute. Salute.